So, you know, these people want me to subscribe to these things. Obviously, I know they do this pay theater for torture. But with me, they've been doing this thing with black little girls extra nasty. This is why you see this. This is pictures of all these black little girls. I took picture of because they're going to do this nasty manipulation. I showed that because I want to be like this is what's happening. Every time I see black little girls, they give me actually it's any kind of little kids. But black little girls, they say it's you when you were a child. Obviously, I'm not a child. It doesn't make sense, but they try to make it feel like this is how I felt. They give me this disgusting stimulation. One thing, unfortunately, the picture I don't have there because something happened really quickly. You see this person in green, right? That person in green, is a neighbor, right? There's a bunch of neighbors here. They all try to intimidate you into accepting these things, right? And I was looking at a video actually I made about a manipulation they made me have right toward this person on this dating app, and she showed a picture of her when she's a child, and then she shows a picture of her now, right? And he tried to come in because they give me the same nasty reaction they make me have, and try to make me feel guilty, right? These people are perps. They try to gaslight you into accepting that these things is naturally happening. But obviously, at this point, I'm so there is no ounce of doubt. There is no like I understand what they're doing. He's gonna come make noise campaigning. He's gonna look at me in certain ways. He's gonna, they can't even do their thing, whatever, to try to make you accept these things, right? I'm to the point where like if there's like physical attack, I'll go like for me, I think I'll be triggered to remember what they do to women and children. So I'm not even scared of that, but he wanted to make me nervous about it. I was like, oh please, thank you, let me take a picture of you, because my point is now, before I die, before I can speak, before I'm so tortured, I can say what I'm experiencing. Let me take pictures of you and show you for what you are, because you want to delude yourself while try to delude me into accepting these things. Not only I'm not subscribing to it, but look at how you look like and how obvious you look like when you do this nasty manipulation. Now, immediately what happened is there's a picture of this, the video I was watching. I somehow flipped up or down, and there was this like little baby girl, little baby, like maybe 1 year old, 2 year old little black little girl. I just reacted, it's like ugh, and I turned it off, right? Because they're gonna do these nasty things to me, which I hate. But I regret doing that because I wanted to take a screenshot so I can make a video and show what they do. Because at this point, this is what's gonna happen. They're gonna do nasty manipulation. I'm gonna take a screenshot and I'm gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna let them live their fantasy. In the past, I would just run away from this nastiness and just but now I'm taking screenshot and I want to show, listen, this is what they do. They try to make me believe this is how I felt like this. Matter of fact, right now they're bringing up something that they mess with me, which I felt perfectly okay before, and then after August 2019, all this pedophilia stuff they do is what I experienced. And you hear the noise campaign. Hopefully you can capture this. This is this work going on down on the in the highway. They usually the people there also are part of it. The noise campaign around you is supposed to make you accept these things. It's a whole ecosystem that is forcing you to accept this manipulation. It's not naturally happening. They want you to believe that. But I'm so validating, but so many others, as you can see, I always keep those screenshot of this woman, this strange woman, and almost all target individuals forced to see child porn in their mind to think that I ever subscribe to these things. And when they try to bring up, but when you were a child, we match it to you as a child, it's like, can you imagine being a 30-some-year-old man and somebody's telling you, hey, you remember when you were a kid, when you're in eighth grade, this is how you felt. So this is you. We just matched you to when you were a kid in eighth grade. And try to look at you and look at you like, oh, and you're going to get castrated. And it's and like you saying that this will happen because you know that it's obvious that you do the pedophilia type of torture. So whatever's gonna happen to me, black little girl, which is not the only people children as a whole, they do this nasty pedophilia things. But black little girls is when they try to say it's you when you're a child. We matched it. They know it's not true. It's what you make me feel today and try to make me believe this is how I felt when I was a kid. But I'm not a kid. I'm a grown man. I'm a grown adult. If and they try to demasculate me, it's like you're not a man. It's like okay, I'm a grown adult who knows who I am. I don't give a thing a damn about this machoism, whatever, man, woman, whatever. I'm a good adult knowing who I am. It's like, oh, but remember what you did as a kid is faithful. It's like, listen, I'm not a child. I know a kid can do stupid things. I know how I am for real. I know me. And I know your job is to make me subscribe to the peripheral things you've been doing to others. Look at this woman. That woman who talks about the peripheral type of torture. Can you imagine saying, "Oh, this perfect type of torture is you when we match it to you when you were in eighth grade"? Look at this trans woman. She imagine saying, "Oh no, imagine when you just turned 14 years old. That's you." Imagine almost all target individuals. No, it's you guys when you were kids. Of course, I know it doesn't make sense. These people are not here to protect kids. They're here to force you to accept these nasty manipulations. Their job, their assignment, is to break me down into accepting this. I was talking to a perp, and you can see how dumb how they dumb themselves down. They're all smart people in very ways, in many ways. This neighbor, do I think he's a stupid guy? No, of course I know. He plays the game the way everybody else play. He might not be like a freaking engineer, but I'm sure he's smart in his own way. But he's gonna play the game like he should be, and try to make himself mad. Look at me. It's like you're going to scream now. It's like, no, you want to be play God, but you have to sell your soul to pedophiles, and now you're out here doing these pedophile things to me, thinking I'm going to subscribe to it because you're going to do that. No. But in fact, I think these people who aren't as, engineer like individuals are more logical than these people who are quote unquote, book smart. I think these people, when I see them, I see them more as like, oh, you even more dumbing yourself down than others. Because like you can see that they have like a more logical sense. You can see through this, like you just dumb yourself down even more than everybody else. But you want to play the tough guy while in a program that torture children and women, and do the perfect type of torture to people. Grown ass men. Imagine I'm here telling this guy, no, it's you when you were an eighth grader. I couldn't even take myself serious, and just to look at him, that she slam the door, and they was like, come on, no, it's embarrassing. And so this is what I'm going through. What you're seeing here is all this different black little girls. It's not the specific one that at this moment, but these black little girls, they do these nasty things for me. I'm going to continue to take pictures, and I'm going to continue to push and show what they're doing when I see these kids. As I'm saying that they're doing things with this directed energy, which is DARPA weaponry, which of course they caught a pedophile there, a program manager at that, not just anybody. These people are working for people who are filled with pedophiles in these agencies. Is a true pattern there, right? The way they try to counter it using child like individual is not fair. This is of course to try to agitate me, but it's fair because you're doing the pedophilia type of torture. You're filled with pedophiles, and you want me to subscribe to your pedophilia type of tormenting when I know that you guys are actually filled with pedophiles. So you understand it helps me not subscribing to your nastiness. It's a help for me actually, because the people who are trying to make me accept this pedophilia type of torture actually have problem with pedophilia. So it's fair for me because now I can see you even more. It's more and more clear. I remember when I remember I was drunk. On my balcony, I could see people outside talk about, like, and I was looking at it, like, you guys sold your soul to pedophile. I didn't know about this article. Comes out and actually, yes, there's an issue, a pattern of pedophilia in these agencies from CIA, DoD, DARPA, and I mean like throughout the whole international intelligence community. So it's like you can't even try to when they say, "Oh no, we're not CIA, we're this." No, no, but what technology are you using? Yeah, you're burning me. How are you cooking me? Using dark energy, electronic warfare, right? Electronic weapons. Who's doing this? Who's working on that? You think FBI is what's doing that? No. Who's developing these weapons? Yes, the what was it? Defense Advanced Research Program agencies. Is like guess what? Yeah, program manager down in Chop on there. I was even talking about it to this perp, and I was talking to her about like they call this pedophile even in DARPA, And I was like, he wasn't even trying to cover that up, right? He was not even trying to use his computer, his private computer. He was using his work computer. I was like, oh, cover it up, huh? Try to like come back to me. It's like, oh, you're trying to cover it up. No, I'm trying to make the point that these people are so comfortable that pedophilia is such a normal thing over there that they're using the government devices that is the most surveilled devices to download child porn, where people like they're not even trying to use the basic of just use your personal computer. No, they're using the government devices because it's okay, it's a norm. That what it means is it's just like they is that okay, is that it's such a norm. And you're like, oh no, that's how you do, you put in your private. No, you don't understand what I'm trying to. Of course you understand what I'm trying to say. You're just trying to flip it around some way, some other ways. There's so much pedophilia issues and such a normalized things there that they don't even need to do it to download this child porn on their private computers. They're using it, they're downloading it on their own working computers, these government computers, where there's like some of the top secret stuff, where obviously there's people who have to make sure the computer, like you understand how bad that sounds. It means they're so okay with it, so normalized. They of course know that these people taking looking at these computers and don't give a shit. What this trash is trying to cover up, try to counter what I'm saying. So your private computer is like, listen, I know you guys talk about implanting child porn on my computer, right? To frame me. They're gonna frame me this way and call it being mean. So don't need to go around this. You hear these people making noise campaign to try to block it up. So oh no, they knew. It's like of course they know. They've been doing pedophilia type of torture for decades. So to all my target individual, I am surrounded by perps. Some people that live here, some of my neighbors, some of people who are neighbors who just moved here and work, in this program and torment people. But I'll never subscribe to these things. So what you see here is pictures of black little girls. As I'm showing this, it's gonna be disgusting. Even me speaking right now, they try to make me buy to my chick, but they're gonna do their prefer things. They're gonna do disgusting reaction to this. They're gonna force me to experience disgusting things. But I'm not gonna subscribe to this. They tell me I'm gonna get raped, and the reason why they tell me that now is not because they're just warning me. It's because they want me to be acceptive of what's happening to me, as if it's me. It's like me stealing from you. I stole from you, or and say, "Oh, you stole from yourself," or they're gonna rape you. What? What does it mean? No, no, you stole from yourself. They're gonna rape you. You're nothing. Start disorientating you, saying nonsensical things. Oh, they're gonna get castrated. You stole from yourself. You what? What do you mean? What the? You stole from yourself. You just stole. No, you stole your own money. Oh, it was so mean. Not fair. You're gonna get raped. They're gonna share you. You stole from you, and you like what? What? Okay, whatever. This is what you guys do. Like you understand? This is their ways of playing with me. Oh no, no, it's you gonna get raped. Okay, I'd rather get raped and I still won't subscribe to this. They're gonna castrate you. I'd rather get castrated than do what you do. I still won't subscribe to this. I know first of all you do the pedophilia type of torture, and I know you torture children and women. Yes, you guys doing this to me. How can you guys who look so normal do this to women and children? Because this technology can afford you to do what you do remotely. And on top of that, you're not doing it alone. This is why you hear people outside making noise campaign. This is a whole ecosystem. So when when there's group thinking, when it's a group activity, people can do more nasty things. Everybody knows that. If you're by yourself, you obviously wouldn't be able to do that to nobody. But if everybody around you is doing it, you can do the foulest things to people, including torturing children. And I know it sounds crazy, but there's plenty of testimony that shows that you guys do this to even children. Women, oh my gosh, not even, that's it's not even a question. So I will never let them live their fantasy, right? To stop what I'm saying, just like, oh, we're gonna watch you getting tortured, because then you should think that it's you. Just like I said, imagine they tell you you rob from yourself. You know you didn't rob from yourself, right? I'm just saying something just very silly. You rob from yourself. Oh, we're gonna watch you get raped. It's like, what? What does he have to do with me? No, no, no. They're not gonna watch you die. You're gonna rot in hell. You rob from yourself. Like, okay. After every time, like they force you to make you think that you rob from yourself. You robbed from yourself. My point is extreme exaggeration here, but I'm trying to say this is how it is. But this time with the peripheral temperature, they make you think in this peripheral ways. Oh, you're gonna die in jail. Okay, because you're gonna frame you. Yes, you're gonna be raped. Yes, because you framed me. Then but I'm not subscribing to this peripheral type of torture. It's you. No, it's not me. You know it's the peripheral type of torture. This is what this whole kind of noise campaign. This is why things are happening around me this way. It's meant to make me subscribe to these things. That's why you hear people screaming, "That's you!" It's like, no, I know it's not me. I know you know it's not me, and I know that you know this technology does these things to people. It's not me when I was a child, but that's what you guys do. And there's a reason why you do these things this ways. It's because you want people to break down. But in reality, you know that this program is led by the intelligence community that is filled with pedophiles from DOD, DARPA, NRO, and whatever else agency, CIA, filled with pedos. And it's an issue, a big issue, a big issue that nobody is doing anything about. And of course, because it's their court, nothing is going to happen to these people that they catch with child porn or even doing things to 2-year-old and 6-year-old, because it is their court. Well, me, I was put here by people with a lot of influence in a lot of places, including the government, including intelligence community, and now I'm here in this program where you cannot speak about Roy Moore, a pedophile that picked up kids. And when I say his name, it's like I said somebody's like a blasphemy. So I'm not gonna let them live their fantasy. They're gonna do their nasty things, but they're not gonna do it for free. Meaning that they're gonna know what they involve themselves. You see this person in green? He knows reality. He knows this is part of the program. He's gonna try to intimidate me into accepting this nastiness. Unfortunately, I don't have the picture of the exact black girl that they were fucking with me. They were messing with me. Sorry about my language. They make it hard for me to speak. So speaking right now is not easy. But there's this picture of black girls in the past. They mess with me, and now in my head, it's like, oh, this is different black kind of, a different kind of black girl. But the little black girl like this like it's whatever nastiness you want. You're just trying to find ways to make me subscribe to it. I wish I could have taken a picture of that. I didn't think fast enough. I just reacted and turned off instead of just taking a screenshot. But these people are pedophiles and low life. And to all my target individuals, never subscribe to this.